The US State Department has confirmed it is aware of reports that a Palm Beach resident, Seif al-Din Kamel Abdul Karim Muslat, a dual Palestinian American in his 20s, was fatally beaten to death by Israeli settlers in Sinjil, north of Ramallah. A second Palestinian also died in what is being treated as a separate incident. Muslat, who grew up in Tampa, Florida, was among at least 10 people injured when a group of settlers allegedly attacked a palm tree town while local residents threw rocks in return. The Israeli military says it has launched an investigation. Troops responded to disturbances with non-lethal measures, and local clashes between settlers and Palestinians have been on the rise since Israel's offensive in Gaza started in late 2023. Rights groups report a surge in settler violence, locally referred to as a, quote, quiet war, with thousands of incidents and intensified pushes to expand settlements.
الشهيد الأول قام قطعان المستوطنين بالاعتداء عليه بالهروات والعصي والضرب المبرح حتى استشهاده، والشهيد الثاني تم إطلاق النار عليه، رصاصة اخترقت من ظهره وخرجت من صدره. ربنا يرحمهم شهدائنا. أهالي بلدة سنجل وأهالي بلدة المزرعة الشرقية مصرين على إزالة هذه البؤرة الاستيطانية، هذه البؤرة الإرهابية اللي بينطلق منها قطعان المستوطنين للاعتداء على أهلنا، على نسائنا، على كبار السن، على أطفالنا، على ممتلكاتنا.
احنا عندنا مستوطنين سيطروا على 5600 دنم من أراضي المزرعة الشرقية، تصنيف ألف وباء، وأهل البلد راحوا على عزبهم وعلى دورهم يتفرجوا عليهم يشوفوا شو الموضوع اللي صار عندهم. بنتفاجأ المستوطنين بيدخلوا على الناس بيرشوا عليهم فلفل وبشوا فيهم في العصي، واستشهد عندنا شاب وكان عندنا 30 جريح تقريبا.
This is not an isolated tragedy. Muslat is believed to be at least the 7th US citizen killed in the West Bank or Gaza since the conflict intensified, including high-profile cases such as a journalist, Shireen Abu Akleh, and teenagers Omar Robi and Aysenia Ag. US Palestinian families have called for US investigations and accountability, citing past US responses as inadequate. The White House has so far said nothing, citing respect for families' privacy, but it's clear that the killings have resurfaced debates around the Israeli-US relationship, settlement policy, and whether Washington should demand better protection for Americans and Palestinians in occupied territories. As the UN has stated, Israel's settlement expansion in the West Bank territories is illegal under international law and must stop. But settler farms and outposts continue to spread, tied to a broader strategy by some Israeli leaders seeking to integrate these regions permanently. In response, US lawmakers from both parties have urged action, including considering targeted sanctions against settlers involved in the violence. Right now, the investigation in Sinjil by Israeli military and security services will be key. Will the US demand transparency or push for a full accountability process? Families and advocacy groups will be watching very carefully to see if this is just another uncondemned death or a moment where US diplomacy opens new paths to protect citizens and limit violence. For more global issues explained, follow NewsX World.